Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts, and we are back for another Angelina Jordan, Ivan Mendez series. This is What Is Life acoustic. Now, I looked this up, but I wasn't quite sure, and it looks like it's her original. So I'm super excited for that. Let's dive right in. What Is Life, Ivan Mendez.
Hello, y'all. This is a composition written by Angelina Jordan, one of her first original compositions.
I do have lyrics up.
What is a life? Life is maybe going to school. Perhaps life is sitting at the piano, playing beautiful songs.
Oh yeah.
Maybe life is about creating paintings like my grandma. Life is perhaps a tea that's stilthy in the night.
I'm blown away by these changes.
What if life is lifting your hand to the sky, up where the bluebirds fly to get your love on time? What if life means you and I will shine like a star in the darkest sky? Maybe life is a warm embrace from someone safe. Or maybe life's just a memory. We come, we see, we go.
Oh yeah.
Feeding us with my little sister. After all, she's the love of my life. Life is beautiful. Love life with all the good and bad. The good
Oh.
and bad. Bye.
Guys, this is monumental. I mean, at 12 years old, like, are you freaking kidding me? This composition is so sophisticated. I mean, I feel like it's got some standard chord progressions, and I think I'll have to break this one down. but there's so much subtleties in it. And her ability to sing around this and to actually compose it. Like, this right here is a perfect example of a modern day Mozart. Like, you don't need, I mean, it's like a Gershwin maybe is even a better example. But at the age of 12. And this pianist sounds dang good. Who is he? I would have liked to hear Ivan a little bit more. But so I want to go to the lyrics, but I've got to go musically here first. So let me jump over to my keyboard and look at this a little bit. So now I'm over at my keyboard, and this is definitely very, very jazzy arrangement. A lot of jazz type chords using sevens. We see some nines suspended chord, a diminished chord. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward, and a lot of the actual chord progressions are very standard jazz chord progressions. You see like 1-4-5, 1-6-2-5-1, these types of things. But there's a couple of interesting things, and if you don't know what those mean, that's okay. But there's some decorations to this that the pianist is doing that is just, it gives it that jazzy feel. Like, for example, we have this E minor seventh chord, which instead of just, kind of arpeggiating those sounds, you actually hear him do something like, he's kind of playing with that blues scale. Right, so there's a lot you can do. And then there's just part of the progression that is really just neat, very jazzy, kind of original, where we've got a major 4 that resolves down to a minor 4 that ultimately goes to a flat 7 major that goes to the major 1. So there's a couple of nuances in these chord progressions that really give it its own song feeling, and the way that Angelina is able to sing within these complexities is super impressive. It really is. Okay, I'm back, but I just realized there's something else I didn't talk about that kind of makes this gives it that feel, which in many cases is kind of a little bit of a ragtime feel. Especially if there's a certain section in there where he kind of really gives it this ragtime feel. And I don't know if I've mentioned it at this point, but the song is in 3. So it kind of gives it that moving, waltzy type of feeling throughout. And it's what I call the dancing octaves. Yeah, like something like that. But in any case, I am just blown away because to me, this is one of the absolutely most monumental pieces of her career, in my opinion. I really, truly believe that. I'm shocked that I'm just now getting to this. I'm absolutely blown away and shocked that I'm just now getting to this. This is brilliance at all levels. And her ability to make her own sound in a jazzy way, like she's a 40-year-old jazz singer, accomplished vocalist here, especially when you add the composition to it, and to be able to dance through some of these complicated harmonies and chord progressions. Again, a lot of it is straightforward, but the way that it's woven together is masterful. Like, it's the work of an accomplished jazz composer. Okay, I have not for quite some time said that this kind of goes up towards the top of my list, but this absolutely probably will remain towards the top of my list because this is around that time when she goes and sings with Quincy Jones, Fly Me to the Moon. But keep in mind, she's using the same arrangement that Quincy Jones did with Frank Sinatra. So the big band arrangement's all there, the vocalist's all there. She made some modifications, and she did make it her own style, but she had all of these artists to pull from. This is 100% her own. I'm not sure many of you realize, because this would have made it to me right away. Like this should, like guys, this should have been one of the first ones you recommended to me. Like period. Like it really should have been. Sorry, I'm getting a call. This is one of the most monumental piece of art from Angelina to date. I'm gonna say it hands down. I'm blown away. I don't even need to get into how beautiful she sounds technically, but I'm blown away by her ability to write this song and to perform it in her own style in a jazzy way. And then now let's look at the lyrics. So, and then you add to the brilliance of a 12-year-old pondering such existential questions, philosophical questions like what is life? And the way that she does it. What is life? Life is maybe going to school. Perhaps life is sitting at the piano, playing beautiful songs. Right? So she's pondering her life, but she's saying, is that what life is? Maybe it's about creating paintings like my grandma. So she's reflecting her own personal life. And perhaps a tear that's stealthy in the night. In other words, maybe it's about all of those memories, the loved ones, the agony, the joy that you feel, those emotions. Maybe that's what it is. And here, stealthy in the night, it's that tear that you cry on your own in your bed. That is poetry. What if life is lifting your hand to the sky, up where the bluebirds fly to get your love on time? I mean, there's so much in that. Right? This is, up to the sky, talking about the universe, talking about life and the greater, earth as one spectacle of the greater universe. But up where the birds fly, and specifically the bluebirds fly to get your love on time. My gosh, I'm not going to analyze every single piece of this, but I just love this line here. Feeding birds with my little sister. I mean, maybe life is a warm embrace. I don't want to pass over that from someone safe, but it's this, again, those memories. Maybe life's just a memory. And then it's almost like it's fleeting. Maybe we don't matter almost. Maybe we come, we see, we go. Feeding birds with my little sister. After all, she's the love of my life. Life is beautiful. Right? This is like a Louis Armstrong song. Like, now I'm seeing this actually, especially with the lyrics, almost like drawing inspiration from, What a Wonderful World almost. Love a life with all the good and bad, the good and bad. But to be clear, I'm not saying, as we saw in some of her 6, 7, 8-year-old Angelina, that she's emulating Louis Armstrong here. This is 100% Angelina. This is 100% her own. And that's what makes this so monumental. I do not understand. I am just baffled by, this is the first time I'm hearing of this song. Literally, this is the first time I'm hearing of this song. Not one of you has mentioned, you got it, I don't think. I mean, maybe I missed it somewhere, but it certainly is not a hugely requested one. Guys, I think you need to really push this song and listen to it over and over again. When it comes to chronology of her life, this needs to be in there. It needs to be. Like, we need more like this from her. Like, you think that people lit up with Bad Valentine jazzy version, jazz artists from that? Show them this. Tell them she's 12 years old. Are you freaking kidding me? People be playing this all day long. Jazz people. All right, I think that's enough of this, but and unlike almost every other song where you've seen me get emotional from her, because that was tied to the emotion she was making me feel, I was getting really emotional and choked up here while she was performing this due to the brilliance of this song. That's the place to leave it, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thank you much. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do so. You want to check out the Angel membership right now. We're doing some really neat things I'm adding a community. I think I'm launching it today, which will already be launched when you see this. And a number of other things. So do take a look at that at aaronreacts.com/angels. And we will see you in the next one. Thank you.